You guys left town. Do you remember why?
We had heard a rumor about Gwale, who was a
Mm-hmm.
strange frog who was basically
Testing.
trying to
Oh, wait,
find
never mind.
members for a cult of his. We found him and he asked us to help him uh, fight off some toads that were probably in the swamp, but maybe not, but probably.
Some dudes.
The swamp had been flooded by beavers, which was causing problems. So we're just following him
What do
Okay.
you guys think of my new watch?
to wherever he wants to go.
Good watch.
That's very nice.
Does it
How
do a
does it
good
tell
job of...
time?
Yeah, poorly?
He knows when dinner time is.
All right, Crypto, that's enough.
Okay.
We also heard a rumor about Gurren the Good somewhere in the deep wood.
Mhm.
It was not in fact very good, but maybe found
In the
some sort of
deep
hidden
wood?
pond that moves around.
Yeah.
Chance?
That's Gual was looking for two things. He's looking for I wrote this down, hang on. River buddy, what's the matters? He's looking for the mug of truth, I think is what I wrote down. Uh, something. And then he's also trying to
Bubbling
hunt
Grail?
down the bubbling grail. That was it. And then he was also looking for Gurren the Good's hideout. Yeah.
And Major is confidently shadowing us and is definitely aware and is going to jump in if we need help.
Mm-hmm.
Gathering
Everything's fine.
information.
Yeah.
It's all about the information game.
Yeah. So it would have been about midday when you encountered Gual. You had spent the night at Walton, at the Hole in the Wall Inn, and in the morning had done a few things and then left town to go find Gual. It takes one watch for you to travel one hex in the world map. And Gual is leading you to the west. I don't think he told you where he was leading you, but you'll be able to gather that he's leading you to the old wood from conversation. The other thing that happens fairly quickly, actually, I need to roll for this. Give me a second. River is distracting me. I know, buddy. I know. You see other dogs. I know it's so hard. The other thing that will happen fairly quickly, so Gual will communicate to you, like, yes, well, it's mighty fortunate to have met you. I came upon a spell of Be Understood many moons ago, and it's good to find use of this. But I'm afraid it will wear off any hour now, any minute now.
Any second now.
Any second now. That's how time
Bob,
works.
Bob. What happened? I can't understand you.
Yeah. So he says, I felt a big surge of energy, so we should have plenty of time to talk, but I'm afraid I don't speak mouse. So if you have any questions, now is the time.
What's your middle name?
We don't even.
We frogs don't have middle names. That's a mousy thing.
I keep forgetting to do the voice, but we'll say that he was rushing to say that. Can you
Yes,
think of
well,
any questions for him before it runs out? I'm looking at my watch here, of which I don't have one, and I can't think of any other questions to say at this time.
I don't even know if we know enough to ask any questions. Where is it we're going again? What are we looking for first?
We're looking for the hideout of Grin the Good. Did I write that down? I should have written that down. I know why I don't have all the information, because I don't have the right sheet up. Good lord. Sorry, I literally just walked in the door right before this. Adventures. And there we go.
What information should we have?
What sort of creature is Garin the Good? Is he a mouse?
Grin.
Frog?
He's a frog. He's a frog. I called him a toad, but that's really because he's a loathsome creature. In fact, he was
Are
once a
we-
knight of our order, but well, he has no honor in the smallest webbed foot.
What order are you of?
I'm a knight of the Order of the Chorus of Frogs. We serve the court very, very diligently, venturing far and wide. Errand quests, you might say,
Ah,
and serving the
fetch
little
quests,
folk
if you will.
from time to time. We have a good relationship with the little folk settlement on the river. I believe it's called Walton, because it's a wall, you see.
I didn't put that together. Are you under what's his name? King Puddle?
Yes, yes. Ultimately, my allegiance is to King Puddle and King Puddle alone. But King Puddle has delegated rule to Prince Plon, and well, you see, the way that works is that King Puddle has absolute authority, and when he delegates authority to King Prince Plon is the carrier of that authority, and therefore I am beholden to Prince Plon as long as King Puddle is away.
How long is that going to be?
Well, until he finds the bubbling cauldron, the bubbling chalice. What did I call it?
Grail?
Bubbling Grail. You see, this is a sacred artifact that we frogs have lost many years ago in a frightful episode. But, well, we must have it back, you see. We simply must. We cannot go on without it anymore. And all of us chorus of frogs, knights, we simply want to be the one to bring it home, and King Puddle, well, he's the most valiant of us all. He's been gone many years.
How many years?
I would say 3 years, maybe 4, which is a long time for us frogs.
Yeah.
Are you sure he's still alive?
Oh, well, of course. Of course.
Does he ever leave messages, leave instructions, anything like that?
Do
you know where he
no,
is? Do you know where he's
not
been looking?
recently. No. Well, you see, it's been a long time, and he probably hasn't gotten far. He's got to search every inch of this realm, you see. The bubbling grail could be anywhere. Any hidden dell or delta. There's no quest hint that was left for us. No riddle that we had to solve. It's not how these things work. It was simply lost, and we must find it again.
Was it lost or was it taken?
It was lost. You see, the old king, well, he made a very dishonorable choice. He fought for a cat long, long ago. And, well, we've learned the hard way that that's not an honorable thing to do.
So
Well,
the Grail was taken as a
the
sort
Grail
of
left
cosmic
us.
punishment?
The Grail left us as a sign of, yes, cosmic punishment, if you might say that.
Did you check under the lily pads?
Yes, many times. That's actually the first place I looked.
Hmm.
Did not find it there.
Great minds. Are you hoping that Gorin the Good can help you? Well, I suppose he wouldn't help you, but that finding him will help you find the Grail? Or is
He
this just-
looks at you with, if it weren't for the spell, you wouldn't know what this whatever facial expression is, but it's just utterly aghast, like horrified that you would say something like that. By God, no! Gurin the Good is a traitorous little whelp. I would rather skewer him on the end of my blade.
I mean, wouldn't stop you, but are you hoping that he's been looking for it himself and might have information or anything like that, or is this just completely unrelated?
No. I'm sure Gurin the Good, well, he knows his place in the world. There's no honor in him. He cannot find the bubbling grail.
To be honest, his name does. It is confusing.
Yes, it is meant to trick the little folk. To bewitch them into following his cursed path deeper into the old forest where he consorts with fairy and witches and ghosts and all manner of foul creature.
We know someone who has talked to ghosts. Could he be this Goran the Good?
It would be unlikely.
He's also a mouse, if that changes things.
Certainly not then.
Oh.
No, Gurin is certainly frog kind, as loath as I am to admit it.
Butter taps Sorrel and like quietly says, "Well, at least he doesn't want to run Major through with a spear."
Not yet.
He hasn't met him yet.
Exactly.
Oh,
Well.
this goes on for some time. You probably glean a few things about like froggish culture just from talking to him. Obviously very honor driven, but also sort of like what they consider offensive and unforgivable is like not what you would think like honor really is, right? As a mouse. Very different idea of honor, and like what needs to be repaid with harsh justice is like what you would consider like a mild insult. Um, and like you get kind of the gist of where Bullywug Bastion is, and that it's like this heavy sort of like rock in the middle of the pond that they've hollowed out and made into a fortress of sorts.
Is it very like Three Musketeers esque? Like you bumped into me, so now we have to have a duel to the death.
Yes, very frequently, and they don't really like if you were to ask Gorin that, he would, or not Gorin, excuse me, Gwal that. These frog names are gonna kill me. If you ask Gwal that, he would tell you that like they don't really consider little folk like mice and rats and all that like they don't. I mean, it's not like he says he doesn't consider them people, but like he's like they don't follow our rules. We don't care about them. Like
You
whatever.
can't be
It's like
expected to uphold honor that is greater than
yeah,
them.
yeah, exactly. It's like it yeah, and it's like almost like a sort of like it's it's not disrespectful per se. It's not like he thinks your life has no value, but it's like
Dismissive.
dismissive. Yeah, is a good word for it. Like you just wouldn't understand kind of thing. Yeah, but that's kind of the gist of the conversation. Like it's a lot of that sort of thing. He doesn't ask you any questions about yourself at all. Um, he's one of those sorts. But he leads you like he's leading you down the path. You actually go past the branch where you left to go to Walton. The day is nice and sunny. Um, and it's gonna go on like that for about an hour before his "Be Understood" spell wears off. If you have any last questions you want to get out.
I think the only last question would just be: Is our goal to like find Gorin and like rush him? Are we just trying to find and beat him up right now, or are we? What's the game plan?
Well, as much as I would love to do that, I'm afraid the three of us are no match for Gurin and his gorilla band of ne'er-do-wells that he always trails with them.
You're telling me he has gorillas?
Yes.
We have no shot.
Not sure what a gorilla is, frankly, but they sound very scary. Um, however, if we can bring information to Prince Blon, I will get back in his good graces, and we will muster a mighty warband to take them out and flush them from their nasty little cave.
Scouting mission. Got it.
Indeed. Indeed. Now, if we get the opportunity, if I can compel him into an honor-based duel to the death, then perhaps. But, well, I don't expect such a loathsome creature to honor such a thing.
Here's an unrelated question, not asked to him. Is he? I've been picturing him just as like like 3 times our size, on all fours, like hopping. Is he like
Yes.
bipedal? What is the? Okay.
No, he's definitely. I mean, he's more like the quadruped type. He kind of carries like a long spear in the crook of his elbow. Um, but yeah, it's like kind of halfway in between where like when he's at rest, he's using only his back two legs, but like when he's moving, he's using all four. He is about two and a half times bigger than you. He's not like a enormous frog, but he's pretty large. You think like just like gauging sizing him up, you feel like he'd be more than a match for the two of you at your current level, but with your kind of followers, maybe you could take him down.
If you
He's
happen to
he's a
have a
big
third
boy.
person in your party, maybe.
You probably would be able to handle him if you had a third person, especially one who was like really high stats, like kind of unfairly high stats. Yeah. um, yeah.
Are torchbearers with us?
They should be, yeah. Unless you told them to wait somewhere.
No, I think we would have them with us.
Okay. Yeah.
They're
You would
just-
have your torchbearers, including Major's torchbearer. So I guess he would have been referring to the five of us. I don't know. He probably notices them as servants and doesn't really
Yeah.
count them as combatants.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's carrying a frying pan. No knight would ever carry a frying pan.
exactly. At least not like it would be a finely sculpted frying pan.
Yes.
Yeah, and after about 50 minutes, the spell wears off, and he kind of tells you like, "Now listen, I won't be able to converse with you, but you just follow my lead. It'll be very simple. If we get in a desperate situation, then I'll use my last charge of my spell. But," and like in the middle of the sentence, switches to croaking loudly.
Keep nodding.
he
Great.
he seems like he was locked in on you, and then as soon as the spell wears off, your nodding suddenly doesn't make any sense to him. Like he like kind of backs away a little bit suspiciously, and then is like, "Oh, okay." Yeah, and then from then on, right? He's not able to understand you. You're not able to understand him. He just kind of plods along confidently, and as you go later and later into the day, the trees are getting denser, the undergrowth is getting fluffier and thicker and a little bit more moist. You feel like the dirt underneath your feet is becoming mud. You were venturing deeper into the forest. The water is getting higher and like shallower, if that makes sense. Seems like it's filled in some amount of what was once above water. Um, yeah. Is there anything else you want to do during? It's going to be one watch worth of travel, um, where you'll get eventually a camp for the night. Um,
I think probably at multiple points, Sorrel tries to like covertly signal to Major by like doing bird calls, and then just hears a real bird back but doesn't realize it.
Major, what kind of bird are you chirping back?
You're muted.
That is a good point. Maybe just trying to be subtle here. Let's go with like a woodpecker.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. You get to the end of the night, the sun goes down. It's a nice, it's early spring, but it's getting to that point where it's getting nice and warm. Finally, I mean, he's been charging ahead confidently. Finally, you're able to convince Gwal that it's time to rest, that you can't just go through the night. And late at night, you finally are able to make camp and settle in for the night. I'm gonna keep talking until I get to the next part, but if you guys have any interjections or you want to do anything in the meantime, you can go ahead. The night It's very dark in the deep woods. I'm gonna roll a random encounter. Let me find that. Good lord. I'm relearning the rules, I'm sorry. While I do that, consume rations for the day. There's no random encounter for the night, but during the night, soft drizzle starts to form. You can hear it kind of hitting the leaves above you, but for the most part, you're covered in this dense forest. You can kind of, every so often there'll be a big splash coming off of a leaf, but it's a peaceful night. You're able to rest up, and early in the morning, Gual is up and ready to go. Um, he's ready to charge off into the woods again. You're still not really sure where he's leading you, except for some abstract, like we're gonna go find the hideout sort of idea. Um, it's now the second day of travel. Would you would you like to do anything?
Uh, Butter, because he got to sleep next to water for the first time in a long time, slept really well, and tries to find a leaf big enough that he can like stand on and push himself with the hook arm, instead of walking all the time.
Yeah. I mean, not only is this like water, which you're very familiar with, it's kind of like pungent, like swampy water, so
So
it
he's feeling
smells
very
like
at home.
home. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're able to find like some ferns that are really big, but they're all kind of like perforated and not really usable. You're able to find some I mean, it's spring, right? So there's not really fallen leaves everywhere. Would you like to do a just like a roll a d6 and tell me what you get?
Sure. Yeah, that was a D6. It's a 4.
4. Yeah, I mean, you're able to find like a dead leaf that's really big, but it's dead, so it's a little brittle. You could try it if you want.
Could I potentially like find a couple sticks? Try to
Yeah,
tie them
easily.
together? I do have a
You know, like
spool of
break them off
thread.
of near
Yeah.
saplings and whatnot,
I'd
and
either use my
build
spool of
yourself a
thread
little.
or I could use some like grass, I guess,
Hmm.
to tie it up.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't really be able to find grass for the most part in this area,
That's
but
fair.
like you can use like different fibers from different plants. This would take you some time, though. I mean, you're now like crafting
Yeah.
maybe an hour or two.
Would they get away in this time? It'll just split the group up
I will tell
again.
you that Gual would be very impatient with you, but that is not to say that you have to honor this guy's requests.
We could say that Butter woke up early
Uh-huh.
because he's used to getting up to ferry people across, uh, with the sound of water. So maybe like I think it still delays a little bit, but not
Yeah.
for the full hour.
Yeah, like everyone's kind of eating breakfast, nibbling on a few like dried fruits and whatnot while you're working tirelessly at this little boat. And I'll say it like delays you a little bit, but it's not really big enough to be noticeable. It just kind of upsets, in particular, Gual, because he was ready to go the moment he woke up. But you don't speak his language, so he's not able to yell at you. He
Yeah,
just kind of
Butter
croaks in the
Butter does
corner.
not notice, does not understand that he has slowed everybody down. He is happy to have the slime on his skin again, I guess, as opposed to the salt air.
Mm, that's something you and Gual have in common. Slime on skin, best feeling. Sorrel, are you still calling out to Major?
Yeah, occasionally. And I don't think that there's actually any real, like maybe in some degree, Sorrel thinks he's holding a conversation, but it's just the same call. It's like the one call that he learned as a kid
Mhm.
every couple of hours.
Well, this morning, unfortunately, you don't hear any responses. I mean, you hear
Well,
birds, but it's definitely birds.
It's not that woodpecker that I've been
It's not that woodpecker that's been following you.
attracting. Well, that worries Sorrel. Yeah, I think honestly probably. Well, I'm trying to think if Sorrel would think it's still worth having Major be unknown to Gual. I think so. I think there's some degree of paranoia. So I don't know. I guess Sorrel just like walks over to Butter at some point and whispers like, "Butter,
Yes. I.
I've been." Sorrel is being extremely like overtly nonchalant in a way that doesn't actually work, and Butter is just not. I've been communicating with Major, and I don't hear him anymore. I don't know if we lost him over the night or if he was taken by something, but I'm very worried.
That does sound just like Major, though. He would try to sneak away and not let us know where he's going, so that we might think he's not here, but in reality, he's just behind the other corner. I wouldn't pay it any heed.
That's good thinking. Our friend is extremely unpredictable and somewhat unreliable. So I guess that makes me feel better.
I would say he's incredibly reliable, just not in the way that we expect.
Here's hoping.
He hasn't stopped coming up yet.
That's true. That is true. Well, all the same, I think I'm gonna try and leave a little bit more of a trail for him, just in case he's lost us. I have caltrops. Maybe I'll just sprinkle some caltrops, like breadcrumb style, as we go.
Like in another hour, we hear, "Oh!"
Yeah. How many caltrops do you have, though?
I mean, I have an item of caltrops, so I'll do one usage, I guess.
Yeah, we'll say one usage.
Yeah.
Because I'm not like throwing
yeah.
them out the way you're supposed to. I'm like dropping one.
Yeah. Not
Large
idly do the
drop one.
caltraps of caltrap wood fall. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Butter, you're able to craft yourself. You've done this many times, right? Like the quality.
Oh, I
of the
lose them all the
materials might
time.
be-
Hit fatbergs and stuff like that, and then it's just, I mean, you got to make another.
Yep. I mean, the quality of the materials is like not that great. So you're able to like kind of craft something. You kind of wiggle it.
Yep.
Feels about right. Roll me a d6 to see how well you do it. We'll say like d6. What's the 3 stats again? Oh God, it's been so long since I played this game.
Strength, Dex, and Will.
Roll me a dex check.
Is that 2?
It's
D6?
a d20. Sorry, beat
Oh.
your dex.
Okay, because I've rolled a
Lower than your
1,
dex.
which is what you want, but only with 1d6. Okay, I rolled a 11, which is my
11?
dex.
Okay, then you beat it. I mean, it's shifty, but she's seaworthy, and you're able to kind of like gently poke yourself along, like not 6 inches from everybody else, but you're poking yourself on a raft, and you're ready to go.
Every so often, Butter does a big like, and then gets back on and goes,
It's a sketchy little raft.
"Haven't used my sewer legs in many moons."
Okay. This morning, the drizzle started in the night, but by this time, it's a full-blown, like gentle rain. It's not like a thunderstorm. It's not like dangerous in any way, but it's coming down. There's splashes all around you. You're getting deeper and deeper into the woods, but it's not that long before Gual starts to like slow down, look around suspiciously, and then settle in. And he seems to be indicating like, okay, this is the place. You're not sure what he's seeing.
"What are you seeing?"
He croaks at you.
It's very unhelpful. Are they surrounding us? Are we surrounding them?
He croaks at you. his like eyes. What's the opposite of cross-eyed? His eyes do that, and he croaks louder, more emphatically.
So I guess that means we're not being sneaky. Do we just stand here and wait? Does
He
want us
finally
to-
he finally reaches down, picks something up, and holds it out to you. It's a little scrap of cloth. It looks wet.
I suppose this is a sign of Corin? Probably.
Oh, we saw these in the sewer all the time. People think that dude wipes can be flushed, but in reality they cannot. They don't break down.
Nice.
Um,
You get a good whiff of it. I mean, it doesn't smell good.
More to the
we
point.
are looking. Supposedly a hidden pond that moves. He doesn't look like he's like searching for anything. He's not investigating the area particularly.
It's so hard to tell. Like, it genuinely he could be, but like it doesn't look like he's looking the way a mouse would. But it's like his expression is completely inscrutable. It's very like flat, and like his eyes are spread. If there's anything important about the way he's croaking at you, you can't parse it.
Is he in the water? Like, is he doing the thing frogs do where they just like sit with just their eyes above water so they can like keep watch,
I'll
but
say yeah.
they don't move?
He's
Okay.
been doing that the whole time. Like, you guys will like walk like 6 to 10 inches, and then he'll like bound ahead a couple times, and then you'll find his eyes poking up a couple of inches ahead of you, and he'll do it again. And
It has
he's been doing
startled
that.
Butter at least 4 times.
Every time you like bump into what you think is a rock, he bounces out again.
And Butter does nearly fall into the water. He's fallen at least once.
Well, now that you guys have been standing here for a little bit, you're able to kind of look around. It doesn't look particularly remarkable in terms of like, I mean, it's still like kind of dense, loamy, kind of forested area. You know, there's kind of a thin layer of water everywhere, but you've reached your way to like, let me share my screen. Is MS Paint. Can you see it? MS Paint.
Wait. Yes.
Okay. So you guys are
I can't
on
see
a
it.
shoreline. You can't see it?
Are you watching the stream?
I'm not seeing an option to watch a stream.
Interesting.
Whoops.
Are you not showing non-video participants?
Let me check. That would be it.
Okay. So you guys are on a coastline, right? And it's kind of like blurry where the edge of the water is, right? Like you can see kind of dense like reeds and whatnot poking up through. So it's hard to tell where it's water and where it's not. But it's something like this, and there's like, you know, trees up here, right? And you guys are standing down here. After a while of kind of like studying this area, you're able to kind of make out like there is something a little bit different here, which is there is a fallen tree. And it's kind of doing.
It looks a bit like a frog's face at the moment. There's the tree.
Hang on one second. Oh, good lord. Now that I deleted the map, this is so disorganized. I'm sorry. I'm a bad DM.
Everyone watching this on YouTube, which is probably Brandon, and one of our other close friends. Please dislike this video for how disorganized it is.
Yeah, okay, so there is a fallen tree, and it's doing something like this. And it seems to be that it's fallen over the path. And not only that, but you can see coming from a hole in the wood on top of it. So it's quite large compared to you. Coming from a hole in the log, the fallen log, is what seems to be tendrils of smoke. The other thing that you notice is that there is, so it's like an old, ancient, rotting tree. There is one particular limb that's still like remarkably intact, and it's poking up. So this is like up, and then everything else about it is going down into the water. So like right around here, it's all submerged.
Right, so the top part is all land.
So everything from here up is land.
Okay.
This is the boundary of the water as far as you can tell. But it's, I mean, it's really ambiguous and hard to tell because it's, I mean, it's a swamp basically.
Am I on the water side then if I'm on my little raft?
Yeah, you would be like here.
Okay.
Very close to the party, not venturing too far. The whole thing is kind of sloping downhill. You can see like up here at the top, this is the stump of where it once was, and it's like crusty and falling apart. But you can still see the remnants of that. Taking stock even further, you're able to see there's like what appears to be like maybe glowing mushrooms down here. And then you're also able to see that at this lower end, deep in the water, the trunk, the log is hollow. And you could potentially enter the log here.
It reminds me much of my sewer. Should I go take a look?
This might be not a bad idea. I don't know if we want you going alone, but nice to
Butter's
join you
already
along.
like slowly paddling towards it.
As soon as I said not a bad idea, you're just
Yep.
Okay. Butter, you start paddling towards the trunk. I keep saying trunk, towards the tree. Kind of having to pick around reeds. You get out a little bit, right? This is all like dense reeds out here. And you notice in front of you on the path to getting there, there's like what looks to be like a continuous stream of bubbles.
Well, that's
And
never good.
It's really very suspicious.
Can I do a perception check or something?
Yeah, so there's no perception checks in this
Yeah.
game, but you're able to just like kind of study it. It looks like there's something dark moving around underwater.
Butter turns around
Okay,
and heads back.
Major, you are drowning. It is dark. It is like you keep like opening your mouth and getting this sick like muck filled water in your mouth. It's revolting. And you're thrashing around. You're able to like kind of finally process what has just happened. Like you weren't here a second ago and now you're here.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
I am just reaching out for anything solid, man. Anything I can get my hands on.
Okay. I'll say you're able to like reach out. You get hold of what seems to be a reed. It's like dense and fibrous in your paws. That's like all you're able to reach out. You get a couple of other tendrils, loose floating, like like the dangly leaves that come off of reeds, that kind of thing.
How panicked am I right now?
I mean, this is maybe the most startling thing that has ever happened to you in your entire life.
Mm-hmm.
So perfectly calm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start pulling on that reed as much as I can, dragging
Okay.
myself along the reed.
Okay, you give it like a good tug, and just by doing that, you're able to kind of get a gist of like, okay, it resists me in like that direction.
Yeah,
And then you're
that's
able
what
to
I was
kind of
kind of going for, is if I would be able to
orient
hit that through or
yourself.
not.
Yep. And start swimming up rapidly. Uh, Luckily for you, it's fairly shallow water. You're able to kind of see light above the surface, but this is desperate. It's not like you inhaled before you went in the water. um, so I want you to make a strength save.
Just a d20, take lower than strength. That is a 3, which is lower than 10.
Well done. Okay, I mean, with like your lungs are burning, your muscles are burning, your everything is burning, your eyes are burning because this water sucks. And finally, with a mighty splash, you come bursting out of the water. Butter, you turned away from this stream of bubbles, only to see the shadow chasing you up.
Yeah. Butter screams, and probably swings with the like blunt end of the pole arm just to like stay away.
You kind of like you raise your pole arm just at the moment that the shadow is finally coming up, and then it bursts out of the water. Make your attack.
Do I roll 2d6? I don't remember.
Yeah, it's just damage. I'll say since you're doing the blunt end, it's a impaired attack, so it's D4. You're not really like
Okay.
swinging at it. You're like pushing it, like get back
I
kind of thing. the
rolled
way
a
you,
1 on the d4. I did roll an 8 with 2d6, so it was a 1.
You get backed on the head really hard. Not actually that hard. It kind of glances off of you, Major.
Am I taking damage here?
Yeah, you take 1 damage.
Okay. Major is just gonna grab onto the pole and start dragging it towards him as much as he can.
There's zero chance that Butter is stable enough to maintain
No.
that.
So
Butter
what
immediately.
are you doing? Seeing Butter being attacked by this like it looks vaguely mouse sized, but it's like covered in grime and muck, and it's grabbed his pole arm.
Oh yeah, I'm using my sling for sure.
I'm going under
I
to
don't know-
Mousy Jones.
I don't know if I would have enough like, nerve to hit accurately, so I might hit either of them. But I'm
Okay.
trying to hit. I'm trying to hit the monster that is attacking my friend.
Okay, yeah, we'll say it's not a clear shot, but I mean you still like you've practiced with this sling, you know what you're doing. So roll a d6, and if you roll higher than a 2, I'll say you hit your target.
Okay. Well, which one's my target?
I mean
I figure I hit
you're trying to
nothing, I hit
save Butter.
Major, or I hit Butter.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say you're trying to hit Major, this muck monster. So if you roll higher than a 2, you're going to hit Major. If you roll lower, you're going to hit one of the other 2.
Okay. Let's see what we get. I got a 2.
Okay. 50-50 shot. Roll higher than a 4, you're going to hit nothing. Roll higher than a 3, you're going to hit nothing. There you go.
I got a 2. Like crack Butter on the back of the head.
Yeah, we'll say since it's like a glancing blow, it's just another 1 damage on the back of his head. Like you weren't trying to hit him.
Was that to me or was that to?
Butter, you take 1 damage to the back of the
Alright.
head. You've been hit by,
that was
struck
to
by
Butter.
something hard. You hear Sorrel screaming in back behind you. You also hear a loud splash as the frog jumps in and starts readying for battle. Do I need to play danger music? Major, it's your turn.
All right. Well, I got mud in my eyes, and I just realized that this pole is attached to somebody, and they're screaming. I went from feeling vulnerable to feeling threatened. So I'm pulling out Rose's Thorn.
Oh Lord. you like, I mean, you're swimming, everything is gross and mucky, so it takes you a minute of fumbling, and you have to hold on to the polearm. But you pull out
Yeah.
Rose's Thorn with like a swing, and it like holds aloft for a moment.
Brennan, I
It's
know as
remarkably, the sword is really clean, unlike everything else.
This is the first time that you have felt like in danger enough that the sword might enact its curse, but you also
yeah.
actually don't know what's happening. So
I-
you're doing
No,
this fully willingly.
if you guys didn't attack me, I would have just been vulnerable. No, you attacked me. I was threatened.
Yeah.
you attacked me.
Yeah, and then I'm just like full body weight thrusting my sword towards the end of this pole. Like I
Okay.
feel the pole in my one hand, and I'm just shoving the sword along it.
Again, like you're swimming, you have one hand occupied while you're trying to stab this thing up. So I'm gonna again say impaired attack, just a D4. Butter's a big target though, so it's hard to miss. You know, you're
Are you
attached
trying
to
to end your campaign so that we could play Ben's campaign?
All right, well that is a 4.
Oh,
That's
boy.
the end
Sorry,
of Butter,
Butter.
actually.
Oh no. Okay.
Butter has
See, what
5
you're gonna
health.
do, you're gonna take critical
you-
damage.
No, you've lost your shield. Now you start taking damage to like your actual
Oh, yeah,
stats.
yeah, yeah.
But as
Yeah,
of
yeah.
now, nothing as actually bad has happened.
Yeah. So you're at 0 HP, but if your strength gets depleted or any other stat, there's other ways
Yeah.
to take other stats of damage. That's when you die. You're just not lucky anymore. So this one, like, actually, like, you see this sword come up and you immediately recognize it. And then it comes straight for you. And, like, for the first time, like, you actually, like, oh, it's not just a flesh wound. Like, that really hurt.
Man, mouse overboard.
Major, you would hear that and definitely recognize the jaunty seaman speak.
Also, I do want to note, for their perception's sake, I do have a large, albeit very muddy, feather sticking out of my back.
Oh yeah.
So you have a
It's-
very confusing profile.
Your profile
Yeah,
is like
silhouette.
very like it's covered in like seaweed, and not seaweed, but like the equivalent, the pond equivalent, duckweed. But
Loch Ness
like
monster.
like you recognize that voice. Sorrel, you're going after Butter and after Major. You would also recognize this sword immediately. It's clean. It's remarkably shiny. You've seen it a million times.
When I see
It's
it,
your turn.
I do the bird call again. My bird friend.
Click, 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 click.
It's
Yeah.
Major.
Realizing the situation, Major is going to try to wipe the mud off of his eyes as quick as he can and sort of look around to get an idea of the situation.
Yeah, you wipe off the muck. You're kind of like, again, one-handed, like wiping it off, and your hand is also mucky, so it's not that effective, but you're able to like kind of blink your eyes and look up at you and see the most recognizable profile of a mouse you've ever seen. And like, yeah, you're fully aware now of the situation. You're taking deep breaths. The panic is starting to subside.
No, hold on. Major has a reason for trying to take
Oh,
control
no.
of the situation.
Oh no.
So, are there any like reeds within my vicinity?
Yeah, it's pretty dense. Like, actually, it's kind of a testament to Butter's piloting skills that he was able to get around all these little stumps of reed.
You don't know this stuff I've had to pilot around.
Of emotions as his eyes clear off. He's gonna go through joy in seeing his friends, relief in that he's not dying, regret in that he just stabbed his friend, and then realizing the situation he's in, he's gonna take 2 swings to cut a piece off of a reed nearby, stick it in his mouth, and then dive back under the mud.
Yeah, a little. It kind of like spins in the air, and you're able to snatch it, and then the other two, you just see like almost without a splash, he's gone.
Unsarted all the wee beastie got away.
Major, you do see one thing, and again, like it's mucky water, but you're able to see a very large shadow swimming at you.
Oh no. Major's gonna like sort of paddle himself a little bit. You guys are just gonna see the reed bobbing out of the muddy water, but it's gonna sort of like move its way behind Butter.
I feel like to Butter probably still hasn't grasped what's going on yet, as he got stabbed and like it's dark out. So he sees the feather covered in stuff and he thinks it's some kind of like freshwater shark that he's never heard of before.
Butter, what would you like to do? You see, you
Uh,
definitely would know the big shadow is Gwal swimming at whatever just attacked you.
Butter is going to try to navigate his way back to shore as quickly as possible. Like probably, I mean, with how dense the reeds are, is it better if he jumps into the water and tries to swim, or
I
does
think
he try
if
to
it was
pilot?
anybody else, I would say yes, but you are an expert seaman. Like you know what you're doing.
I did
You've
win,
swim-
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like you've swum through these canals at least once. Yeah, I would say like it's better for you to stay on the boat, rickety as it is, and kind of poke your way around.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna have you roll a check. Like this is actually pretty routine for you. Getting attacked by things in the water, even like you've done that a million times.
Okay, so Butter's going to, as quickly and frightfully as possible, try to navigate his way back to shore.
Okay.
Just like
Yeah.
stabbing into the water as rapidly. Not
Like
at anything.
Every
Just
like every stab is also a thrust away from whatever you're stabbing
yes,
at.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. It's. I mean, again, like watching Butter do this, you like Sorrel. You probably have a newfound respect for him. Like just magically. And yeah, that'll take you about one turn to go back to the shoreline and kind of get off the boat. Sorrel, what would you like to do?
I'm trying to think if there's any way to like competently signal to Gual, but probably not. Would Sorrel be able to swim? Probably. At least like
Competently. Yeah.
fairly competently. Yeah.
You can doggy paddle.
Yeah, I think Sorrel would probably just dive in to try and like maybe just get between Major and Gual and be like,
Okay.
hey, like we know him, don't eat him or whatever you would do.
You can definitely. I
What
mean,
him?
you can do
Where's
that.
him? There's no him.
You can definitely do that. I mean, you're no match as a swimmer to a frog, though. Like,
Yeah. But just to try and
um,
like convince Gual, like I know we can't read each other's body language or anything, but just like
yeah,
show him that
Yeah.
I don't consider the thing that showed up a threat, if that makes sense.
I think you can jump in, and I think we can say like maybe you get his attention a little bit, but I think
Yeah.
Wall is like he's fixed on his target. He's gonna do what he had set out to do. Major, you're gonna see this shadow. I mean, no matter how fast you swim, you're no match for this natural amphibian. You see this shadow
Okay.
coming to you, and then like it gets larger and larger and larger, and you finally realize it's a mouth coming at you.
I don't know the range on this,
Okay.
but if I have time to, I want to just like rummage around my bag until I feel something like medium sized to my paw and hard, and I want to pull out the fear spell,
Oh no.
and I want to try to cast it on this frog coming at
Okay.
me.
I love that we're
okay,
just
okay.
wasting all of these things we have. And we haven't even made it
Hit
into the
points,
thing yet.
ammunition. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You can cast it. I don't think. Have you cast this spell yet?
No,
This is your first time doing it.
this is my first time doing it.
But it's still like it just takes you by surprise, like how easy it is. Like you just hold it and you kind of will it to do what you want, almost instinctually. And you're able to cast fear on him. Let me look up the wording of that spell.
The main thing I'm iffy on here is if I can do that underwater.
Oh,
Or if
absolutely.
there's any somatic component to this.
No. It's, I mean, let me look at the wording of spells, but I'm pretty sure. So the first question is, are you just using one charge of the fear spell?
Yes.
Okay. So you roll a number of d6 equal to the charges you spend.
Okay.
For each die that shows a 4, 5, or 6, mark 1 usage on the spell.
Okay. That is a 3.
Okay, so you don't mark a usage. The spell has an effect, which is based on the dice. So you can give the frightened condition to the number of dice that you succeeded on. No, sorry, the number of dice that you rolled creatures. So it just automatically works. It's just a question of how much you spend, like risk the usage. You don't mark usage or anything. You're gonna cast fear on him. He's gonna like you see this like shadows coming at you, and then this like bolt of ghostly energy goes at it, and like with alarming quickness, it reverses course, springs out of the water. You don't know any more than that, but the other two you see Gwal spring out of the water in a sheer terror and like kind of cower against a kind of like rise in the earth behind him, and he's just like croaking madly.
I think instinctually Sorrel would go up and try to do like calming gestures, which presumably don't translate into frog.
No effect, but I mean he recognizes you. He's not gonna like attack you or anything, but like he's just like yeah.
He has a sudden wave of anxiety.
Okay, so he's gonna get the frightened condition, which he can remove on a short rest. But let
Which
me
we'll probably take.
Yeah. Let me look up the wording on that again. Because that's like I think he gets disadvantage, but he got spooked by this like thing in the water casting magic at him for sure. Um,
What thing in the water? I don't know what you're talking about.
Major, now that you've escaped one sort of danger, what would you like to do?
I just want to sort of like slowly as I can to not disturb the water too much, try to make my way into the thicker part of the reeds and like tangle myself in there.
Okay.
To blend in.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get lost again.
Okay. You successfully get lost in all like the chaos that you've caused. You get lost. Butter, Sorrel, you have a panicking frog on your hands. What are you doing?
I think once Butter makes it to dry land, he like gets ready in his like attack position and just tries to make sense of what's going on. Now that he's not actively being stalked, he tries to figure it out. He might figure it out at this point. Can I see Major?
I mean, so you would have seen the weapon that you recognize the Rose's Thorn.
Okay,
So
I
you
guess at this
kinda-
point he
you've
finally
had time
the
to think about
two
it.
brain cells in there finally like make a connection. And he turns to Sorrel and goes,
Potentially was that Major.
More than potentially. That was yes.
I've
Well
got
done,
a few words for him. Multiple of them are say sorry.
Yeah, he doesn't have to apologize to me. I have to apologize to him. Or to you. I hit one of you. Sorry about that.
You hit him.
The back of my head has more lumps than it did before.
Yes. Regretful mistake. I'm sorry about that. What do we do about Gwel here? I don't know that we can. How do we communicate to him that that was a friend and a terrible misunderstanding?
The only spell I have is Fireball, and I don't think that will help particularly at this moment.
Yes.
It would solve the problem in one way, that's for sure.
well, I guess we have frog legs for dinner.
I think I just continue. Like I don't know. I'll keep trying to do things that are comforting, or at least I would perceive as comforting. Like, hey, calm down, soft voices, and maybe I'll just like hug his leg or something and be like, "We're all friends. It's good."
He's
Everything's
able to
fine."
like, I mean, just like even just calming himself down, like having a minute to breathe. It takes a couple minutes, but he's able to collect himself. And eventually he like rummages in his bag and pulls out what you would recognize as a spell and kind of point at it. I mean, he probably wouldn't point because he's a frog, but he'll probably like
Like
put mucus
stick his
on it
hand
or
out or
something.
something.
Yeah. um, I mean, he hasn't cast the spell yet. He seems to be waiting for a response.
I'll thumbs up or something. I'll jump up and down.
Seeing like any
That's a thing
movement from
frogs
you,
do.
he'll be like okay, and then he'll cast the spell and be like, by the gods, I've never seen anything like that.
I honestly can't really say I have either. I think that was a friend of ours, although I have no idea how he got there.
My god.
Looked like the devil himself covered in all that muck.
You mean you are friends with a creature like that?
I mean, he is a mouse. He's just a very strange mouse.
I've never seen a mouse that can frighten me.
Well, I think he may have had some supernatural help, if I had to guess.
One of those mice, I see.
What that means, but yes, sure.
Oh, you're one of them. Derogatory.
Damn it, Sorrel! I'm trying to build a reputation here.
No, I've heard whispers of mice with arcane powers, strange rituals. They suck the blood from frogs. Are you one of them?
I mean, I'm not. I don't know if he is. It wouldn't actually surprise me all that much. But no, he's a solid guy, more or less. Be good to have along on this journey.
He's nodding, and like with the be understood spell, you can tell he's just getting more suspicious of you the longer you talk.
He means you no harm. Worst case scenario, we just turn him on Gorin and the problem fixes itself one way or another.
I suppose so. Well,
Speaking of, is that why you stopped here? You think he's in this big old tree here?
yes, my god. All I've seen is a fragment of cloth covered in frog mucus. I don't know why he's Scottish all of a sudden. Cloth covered in frog mucus. But I would bet my hide he's in there. Or at least some of his crew.
At the very least, someone who's up to no good.
Indeed. I sense fairy magic about this place. It's cursed.
That's what we're looking for, right?
Waters of the
pond
water.
travels with the fairies.
Pond? No. No, I don't think so. Perhaps. Frankly, we don't know. We call it the hidden pond because we can't find it, you see.
It's a good name.
Yes, I spoke to my friend Gobble, and Gobble said that it moves from time to time, and I simply trusted him because why would he lie to me?
Yeah, fair enough. Trust is a good thing.
Yes, exactly. Well, speaking of trust, if you trust this monster in the waters that you call a mouse, then I suppose we can move on. But I hope your friend doesn't discover other dangers in the water.
I'm sure he'll find something, but he'll pop back up when he's good and ready.
I think I should scout the area. But if you'd like to investigate this fallen tree over here, be my guest.
Can't hurt.
And
may want
he
to take a
takes
couple
that
minutes to-
without even a response. He springs away.
I'll regroup with Butter.
You hear him shout in the distance, "Your word is your bond!"
Sure. Yeah, why not? I'll regroup with Butter and just kind of debrief the last 45 seconds or so.
Butter is
I need to
still
mark a round of combat all of a sudden.
Butter is still waiting for Major to come out so he can give him a stern talking to. Yeah. And does not really want to go back out in the water right now.
It's like a good 5 minutes of just staring at the reeds before you see like a round shape slowly start to come up from the middle of the reeds, and it's just two eyes. And then without any movement, they're just like staring directly at you. Without any movement from the head, you see the mud start to move behind as the ears like slowly flip up, letting the mud off behind him.
We'll say this is the effect that Major wants to have, but there is one other thing poking up, which is the giant feather on his back.
Ah, yes, of course.
There is something that you notice. Maybe it's like the muck, or maybe the swamp is having some effect, but the feather is like really dark. Like you remember this feather as being bright white, but it looks like black to you.
Sorrel will just like wave at Major. Actually, no. Sorrel's gonna make the bird call again. Just to confirm.
You see a few bubbles come up in front of Major's head.
Ah, that's him. Well, I think we might want to have a sit down for a couple of minutes and talk about what just happened. Then maybe we can scout out this here tree.
I think we should.
Would you agree? Major.
That really hurt.
Major, get out here.
Alright, after thoroughly looking around and confirming that the frog is gone, Major is going to stand up and make his way out of the pond.
Kevin, I feel like I have to say that you've made a real enemy.
Oh, wait. Wasn't that the goal?
Yeah, he needs to make peace with the enemy.
That's step one, baby.
Oh boy. This is not me like making shit up, but I did just tell you guys that frogs are like notoriously honor-based and irrational. So good luck.
You offended him.
Of course, Major wouldn't know that.
Do we get to know what happened that led Major to being where he was?
Did you say you're coming out of the water, Major?
Yeah, I'm coming out of the water at this
Yeah,
point.
you
I'm
like kind of step
spitting a
up.
lot.
You look like the swamp thing, like just like stuff dripping off of you.
No, I'm like hacking and coughing.
Major does not offer a hand. Or not Major, Butter does not offer a hand. His hands are like, his arms are crossed. And he's bleeding.
Major looks at him confusedly for a second and then just sort of shrugs and's like, yeah, that's fair.
Major, what happened? How did you end up there?
Oh, you guys took your sweet time to go through. Oh, I was so stealthy until you just sat there.
You were just waiting under the water for us to pass?
Oh, who am I kidding? I know no more than you do.
What does that mean? You just woke up underwater?
Oh, well, I had a rough go with a different crowd, but lost your track about a day ago, and one thing led to another, and I just ended up here under the water.
That's
Did you happen to be near a?
Details missing.
Did you happen to be near a cold white? It's like a very large bowl. Did it become a sort of a whirlpool? I highly recommend avoiding them.
Tommy, do you remember there's a movie in like the 2000s that was like
Flushed Away.
Animated, Flushed Away.
But the moment he said, "Do you remember?" I was like, he's gonna bring up Flushed Away.
Anyways, carry on.
What a movie!
That movie, if I didn't like know it was real, I would have thought it was a fever dream. Like,
I remember very well the first time I watched it because it was a fever dream. But it's like, was it made by the same people who made Wallace and Gromit? Because it had the same kind of like claymation.
It probably was, yeah.
Yeah.
No, nothing like that. No whirlpools, no artisan quartz bowls, nothing like that. But what I saw was definitely sorcerous in nature.
Is it something we have to worry about right now? Are they coming for you?
Major sort of looks around both directions, looks up in the tree line. No, I think we'll be safe for now.
Major, this is the first time you've like been in this exact spot, and it looks nothing like what you remember. This is all new to you. It's still pretty spooky. Like you don't have to admit that to anyone else, but it's like, I mean, these are creepy woods.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how's anyone gonna get a read on Major when he's covered in
No,
mud?
no, definitely not.
But Major is definitely like not focused on you guys while talking. He's mostly just looking around, largely up, but looking around.
I don't know how much you are aware of what we've been doing with Gual, but we think that Gorin the Good might be in this trunk. We would want to go in and get a look. You feel up for that?
Gurren the yes, Gurren the Good, of course. We should definitely talk to him.
Well, maybe not talk to him. More like, I guess just just see if he's there. And I think Gual wanted to go back and get a posse or something. I'm unclear on exactly what Gual wants.
Just to be more clear, I'm gonna call him Goran the Bad.
Well said.
Has anyone ever thought of that before?
Well, it's not personally what my plan would have been, but I'll take your lead on it for this time.
I appreciate that. Do you guys want to sit? You had a couple of nasty run-ins. I want to take a breather before we head into a potentially dangerous situation.
Oh, I could do that. I could do this all day.
Yeah. I'm not so sure about that.
Well, if you need to take a minute, then I may as well at least rinse off.
I think that might be wise.
He steps back
and
into the water.
Major-
It comes out exactly as dirty as he was.
Major's just gonna try to find like a clearer section of water, maybe like a lily pad that's floating away from the mud
Yeah,
to wash himself off.
yeah. I think it's fair to say that you're like able to figure out how to separate some clean water, find some clean water. Like you said, it's raining, so probably on a leaf you're able to find like a little
Oh,
puddle,
yeah.
and you're not that big. You roll around, you're clean. In the meantime, if you're taking a short rest, you can heal. I believe it's 1d6 plus something.
One? Yeah, d6
Plus
plus
one.
1.
Yeah.
Well, I have exactly
Oof.
1 damage, so let's roll for this and hope.
I rolled a 5. Plus 1
I
is
healed
6.
For 7. Like, what can you do?
Did you just heal for 6? You said.
I
healed
rolled for
7.
I rolled a 5, so I healed for 5. Plus
Wow.
1 is 6.
Like it never happened.
Yeah. He like
mushroomed
licks
straight
his wound and it's totally fine, I guess.
It tastes like sewer, which means you probably love it.
Yeah. His gut biome is just impenetrable at this point.
Just a terrifying landscape.
Meanwhile, Major's gonna have some issues later.
Major has sort of like assessed the situation, and he's starting to get his bearings fully under control. But one thing you'll notice is the hand that was holding the cursed sword is like tremoring a little bit. He hasn't quite gotten that under control. That's not a feeling that he was used to.
Spooky.
Never had a reason to draw the sword before.
Have you never drawn the sword?
No.
We haven't really had a lot of combat.
Guess that's fair.
Just how you
Major
play.
is very much a utility player.
Once Butter is all good to go, he stands up and like tries to find his raft.
Do you want me to go into the open hole that's in the water? Or should we jump onto the smoke? I feel like there might be fire under there, which does not sound like the best plan.
I agree. So we've got through the water, maybe through the chimney. Were there any other obvious avenues of access?
I mean, there's the glowing mushrooms as a area of interest.
Yeah, I think, you've been sitting here for a long time. You've been kind of looking out over this log. You also would be able to tell that, like, it does look like this limb that's sticking up. It looks like that's hollow as well, and there's a hole in the side of it that you might be able to. And like the log, kind of like it's overgrown with moss and lichen and whatnot, so you could probably pick your way on top of it.
Gotcha.
Those are the three readily available entrances. You also, I mean, you can climb this hill and walk around if you want.
What do you think, boys? We should
I'm
probably
not too
try to
eager
go
to go
in.
back through the water anytime soon.
I don't know that we could do that with a lot of stealth anyway, which I think is probably going to be our best friend right now. Should we try and see if we can make our way up to that high branch there? Get a top view looking down on in.
I think I could do that.
Good man.
Butter uses his hook arm to like hook onto an upper bit and pulls himself up, and then he can like reach a paw down, or have someone
Okay.
grab his back
So
paws.
you're coming down here is what you're saying?
Think so.
Coming down, you're gonna try and climb the side that's like covered with just like lichen and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay, it's actually a fairly easy climb. It looks like this log has been here for longer than you've been alive. Like it's rotting, it's been kind of covered, and like it almost forms like a hill in the earth. So it's not a difficult climb at all. You're able to kind of pick your way up with some help from each other. Um, when you're climbing up, you're able to kind of look down on the area below you. This sort of mushroom grove is in a little dell that you weren't able to see into clearly, and it's really densely packed with these like bioluminescent mushrooms. Looking down, even from this high up, you're able to see what appears to be like a large mound of mushrooms, and then just underneath of that, it looks like a mushroom has fallen down. And is that a mouse underneath of the mushroom? Um, but it's just a moment as you're walking by, and then it's out of view again.
Wait, where's the mushroom?
Mushrooms are here,
It is that group of mushrooms.
and like right in the middle of the mushroom grove. Looks like there's a fallen mushroom on top of a mouse.
Okay, yeah, like the mouse is trapped.
Mm-hmm.
I think as soon as Sorrel sees that,
Oh, yeah.
he redirects.
Major would not walk away from that.
Okay. Yeah, I think Sorrel is the first to spot it. He turns around, redirects. Are you going back down the hill?
Yeah, I think whatever straightest route is to the trapped mouse, assuming that there's some
Okay.
level like injury or urgency.
You're able to pick your way down. Pick your way down. And you see the mushroom grove, again, like really densely covered. As you're climbing down, you're able to spot the mouse again. Definitely still there. The mushrooms kind of like arch over you, and in this like kind of bioluminescent in the dark, sort of like medium light of morning in this forest, it kind of gives a, I don't know, eerie vibe to you, where like it's glowing. You can't really see deep into this mushroom grove. You've never seen any mushrooms like this, and you can see kind of like motes of spores in the air.
I think there's definitely like urgency to rescue this mouse, but I recognize that spores are not usually good, so I think I have a waterproof cloak. I think I would just like pull that up over my mouth as well as I can, and try and rush in to, see if can I push the mushroom off? Can I pull
Yeah.
him out? Like, what can I do to help?
Yeah, you're able to kind of cover your mouth. Even with your like snout, you're able to kind of like hook it around your nose, and run in. The mushrooms are dense. You can like even through the cloak, you can kind of feel like the stuffiness of this environment, with the spores hanging around you. Sorrel, or sorry, Major and Butter, are you doing anything while Sorrel kind of darts into these mushrooms?
Uh,
I don't have anything that would help me go in and avoid the spores, unfortunately. Um,
Butter has a fireball spell. I think Butter's going to stand on the log above the mushrooms as a like, just in case he can help egress.
Mm-hmm. Like kind of like perched up so you get a good view.
Yeah.
I think when you're like up there, you're able to kind of track Sorrel's progress, and even like you can see the whole field and kind of tell where he is in relation to this mouse that's trapped. Sorrel, you're kind of running through. It's a dense network of mushrooms. It's really very maze-like, and you feel like you get easily lost in here. Is there anything you're kind of looking for, or?
I think just generally trying to work my way towards the center. I do have the axe, so if there's any points where like I can cut through bush essentially to like get a straighter line, I'd be very willing to do that.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you're poking your way through. It's kind of hard to use the axe and cover your mouth at the same time, but you're able to kind of clear out some of the smaller stuff. And eventually, it's going to take you 2 rounds of looking, without any other sort of intervention. But eventually, you're able to find, um, in the middle of what appears to be like a small clearing, with sort of like the canopy of mushrooms opens up above you. This small female mouse. She looks like on the younger side, but still old enough to be adventuring. She's got brown brown fur with kind of like a white underbelly, and she's trapped underneath of this large mushroom. It looks like it's snapped off from a nearby
Mm.
mound of mushrooms, as she was passing. She is sound asleep.
Does she look asleep or does she look like unconscious?
Looking carefully, you're able to see that her chest is gently moving up and down.
Okay.
There's a lot of
Alright.
like honk shoo.
Yeah, in fact, it like in that sort of same vein, it looks like a very peaceful sleep. Like no panting or no thrashing or anything like that.
None of the
Almost
sleep
makes me a little worried.
zoomies.
Can I like try to shake her awake or yell or something to see if she'll wake up naturally?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you kind of pick your way up and you're able to reach out. I'm assuming you touch her.
Yeah.
Okay. Reach
Shake her.
out and give her a good shake. She kind of stirs gently, breathes in again, and then settles back down into sleep.
I want to take my shears and cut off like the bottom chunk of my cloak to make it shorter and like wrap that around her. Not smothering obviously, but like try and
Yeah,
cover her the
yeah,
same way I'm
like
doing myself.
little makeshift mask kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think doing that and then shaking her a few more times, you're able to. You see her kind of like gently, again, very gentle sleep. She rises to consciousness. She kind of looks around, and then for the first time, you start seeing her like start to panic a little bit, and she's like, "Oh no! Oh no! Where am I? Where am I?"
I don't particularly know, but you're trapped under some sort of, I would imagine, sleeping
She like
mushrooms.
as you're talking, she's already tried to like stand up and notice she's stuck underneath that. Like, oh no, okay,
Yeah. All right, we'll get you out of here, man.
okay, okay, okay. Are you sure?
We'll do our best. I'm just see if I can just push it off if it's light enough. If it
I
has
mean,
any
it's
give.
it's heavy enough that it'll take some effort. I'm gonna ask you to make a strength save.
All right, I will start that. That's a 5, and my strength is 11.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you know, you have to brace yourself. You have to give it a good push, but after like a couple of heaves, you're able to push this giant thing over off of her, and she like quickly kind of scampers to her feet. It doesn't look like she's been seriously hurt at all. For whatever reason, maybe the mushroom is on the softer side. She's up and she's like kind of backing away and taking stock of her situation. Like, oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh,
Let's not
curse
yet.
me and my foolish, foolish ideas.
Well, we can talk about that after we get out of this mushroom grove. Come on.
Oh, and she like pulls the cloth closer to her mouth and follows you.
Yeah, I'm gonna call for as I'm like sort of retracing my steps. I'll call out to Butter and Major and be like, "Help! Where are you? Where are you guys? Which way do we
Uh,
go?"
a hook comes down from above you, uh, like a step stool or something.
I will direct our new friend first.
You yeah, you're able to like kind of lever her up a little bit, give her a stepping stool so she can get up onto the, and then Major is able to do the same afterwards, and she like kind of collapses in a heap on top of this sort of mossy rise that you guys are on, and says, "Oh, thank goodness that you came along when you did." Oh,
Grateful too. What are you doing in there?
oh man, I've been, I was trying to escape. Oh man.
Escape who? Or what?
Uh, we. Oh, what? When is it?
Now.
Today?
oh,
I have no idea.
oh, that doesn't help me at all. Oh no. You wouldn't have any like. They don't. They. You're from a different place where they keep different time.
Yeah.
Um. Oh, that doesn't help at all. Oh my. Where's the? Oh. We we've been trapped here for. Oh, I don't know how long. Years, maybe decades, centuries, maybe.
Well, you certainly don't look it. Who is we?
We me and the other mice, we came here and we were trying to visit the ferry and well, I don't remember much after that, but it was like a dream. And then I woke up one day and I had to escape and I ran through the mushrooms and well then you came along.
You are in the house of Elrond. It is 10 o'clock in the morning on October the
Gandalf.
24th. Gandalf!
Are there other mice in this stump?
Yes,
like you were?
yes, there's at least three more. We, well, we all kind of panicked when we came to our senses, and I don't know what happened. You have to understand, the fairy they have some extremely powerful beacon gemstone, and I don't know. Looking at it is all I can remember. I don't feel it anymore, though. That's strange.
Well,
That is a good sign.
that's good.
Yeah, well, if you felt it too, oh, I almost want to go back. It was a good feeling.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Are you familiar with Walton?
No. Walton? Is that a town?
Yeah. They're close one
No.
too, if you're not.
It's Walton in the
Where are you
county
from?
of Goggins.
Do you know Piccadilly Farm?
I don't think so.
Oh no. It's probably gone by now.
Do you know Owlton, Emmental Manor? Any of this ring a bell?
Emmental Manor. I know Emmental Farm. It's a big human place. We don't go there.
Yikes.
Uh, are you adventurers? Did you come to bring down the ferry?
We came looking for someone else, but I mean, I don't know that we can turn down a need like this. Not if we want to sleep at night.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you so much. I mean, we've been awake for weeks, maybe. And the others, I think they might be crazy.
I hope not.
Well,
Did they
they
try to run away
attacked
like
me.
you did?
No, they attacked me, and they haven't left the log. Not.
How would you know?
Well, I got a pretty good ways. Just that mushroom fell on me, and then it was so peaceful.
How far away is this mushroom from the log?
It's a pretty good ways. I mean, it's not like miles, but it's like I mean, like you'd be able to run for like 30 seconds, and then, as a mouse, like at least 2 inches.
30 seconds and 2 inches is the slowest mouse I've ever heard of.
It's a maze-like mushroom. She also doesn't seem like she's entirely in her right mind. Like she's definitely like still getting bearings, and I listen. You have to save the others. I don't know what you can do, but that
On that, I may have a plan.
a plan. Are you saying that out loud, or are you?
Yes.
Okay. Thank God. It's just what we need is a plan.
Sorrel, how heavy was that mushroom you had to lift?
I mean, it wasn't nothing, but it was manageable. I got it myself.
Were we to, say, relieve one of those mushrooms of their heads, would 4 of us be able to carry it? Move it
I'd
elsewhere,
imagine
as
so.
it were?
Probably not quickly, but I think we could move it.
Major is going to, at this, still like thinking in his head, he's going to climb down from the log and walk over to the mushrooms. And he wants to like sort of reach out and feel some of like the underside where the spores are coming out of, and just like squeeze it.
Okay. As you approach the mushrooms, you're breathing in, you're breathing out, you feel kind of a thickness to the air, and then your legs kind of get heavy. You're kind of falling down slowly, and then like your vision fades. Make a strength save.
Okay. Maybe I should have specified holding my breath, but it's too late now. There's no going back. 10 is equal to my strength.
Okay. I mean, you're able to like kind of, you're breathing in and out, and then suddenly you're like, and then walk backwards a little bit, get out of the range of the mushrooms, and think better about walking in without protection.
You have to like lift your legs individually to get them to go.
Right. And
Hold on there, Major. I think I've already ruined my cloak, so I'll just kind of cut it up into more masks and make sure we're all well outfitted.
Okay.
Do we all put that
Okay.
in our inventory then?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you want to take up an inventory slot with it. It's kind of small.
Okay.
We can just like
quite
assume
take up an inventory
we got
slot
it.
because it's just clothing. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you're able to quickly fashion a few like kind of like bandanas that you can wrap around your mouth. It's heavy, it's hard to breathe through, but it does seem to work against the mushrooms. We can assume from here on out that unless those masks get removed, you're not going to have to worry about the mushrooms.
hell yeah.
Very good. Very good. Major
And we look
is
sick
just
as hell.
thinking one thing here. Major is going to reach out to the underside of the mushroom and squeeze it.
A little puff of visible spores comes out.
You see Major's eyes widen a little bit. And he's gonna try to find a mushroom that has a head that can, like, is a reasonable size that we could carry. That we could.
Yeah, you can find it like maybe like it's a little bit shorter than you, kind of like. I mean, it's mushrooms, so it's not like heavy, but
for us to drag around if we have.
oh, like a large one,
a large
like
one.
that we
Yeah,
can
I mean-
drag it across the ground.
This is a dense grove, mushrooms of all shapes and sizes. So I think you can just tell me what kind of mushroom you're looking for and just go find one.
I want to. I will just come out with the plan right now. I want to take an axe. I want to chop the head off a mushroom. I want to drag it down to the lakeside, and I want to take it up to the mouth of the log, and I want to just start jumping on it. Noting that there is a fire going that is pulling air up out the top of the log,
Uh-huh.
therefore air has to be coming into the log.
Now I will say it's not like it's like wisps of smoke. It's not like a roaring fire, so it's not going to be like big suction.
We can also blow.
But that doesn't
It
mean
is-
it's not a good idea.
It is also the daytime in which the water is cooler than the land, therefore creating convection current of air moving from the water towards the shore.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I'll buy that. One other thing you notice as you're sort of like looking for the perfect, it's like look like Christmas tree shopping. Like, yeah, that one's kind of too bushy. Like, you're kind of looking around for the perfect tree. You're able to see like actually at the other end of this mushroom grove from where you entered, there's another small like opening in the log, and it's right next to actually where the smoke is coming out from up above.
Oh. Ooh. That could be useful.
Get it from both ends.
Would you like to split the party? Please be my guest.
I'm not opposed to this. If we just take one to every entrance and then at an agreed upon time just start hitting them.
I like that.
I think this is an interesting plan. I'll go along with it.
All right. We're
Okay.
using chemical warfare.
Love it. I love it.
I mean, the Geneva Convention hasn't happened in this world, right?
So,
Uh,
just to make sure I'm understanding you properly, you're each splitting up and taking one of the 3 entrances that you've seen.
well, presumably we're gonna have to work together to get the mushroom heads to each of those entrances, and then
Yeah.
split up to in sync, start just smacking them.
Okay. NSYNC. Is there a dance routine? Yes. I think all of that, it takes some labor. It probably takes you like half an hour to an hour. But you're able to do it without any like it's trivial work. It's just tedious, right? So we'll skip it an hour ahead unless anybody wants to do anything else. The sun is like coming up over the trees on the other side of the lake or the other side of the pond.
I think the only thing that I would want to do is have our, at least my, and suggest that the rest of the torchbearers as well, just kind of set up a camp, like, a reasonable distance away, or if there is something that goes on, they're not in danger, and have our, I think, as of yet unnamed friend stay with them, like pitch the tent, make a fire, give her some food, just kind of like.
She will certainly at this point have introduced herself as Heather.
Heather.
Heather Honeysuckle.
Could one of us add her to the hirelings?
Sure.
Sorrel, I'd say you, considering you're the one who saved her life.
I would like to note to you, Brandon, my original plan was going to be to take the skin off the top of one of the mushrooms and use it to cover the smoke hole to smoke them out. And then you said out loud that the spores were putting people to sleep. I got the biggest fucking smile. I was trying to cover up.
It's good. It's good, man.
Yes.
This is exactly what's great about this system. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. So an hour goes by. You've set up a safe camp. Are you taking any followers in with you?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think they
need to
would.
expose Burdock to this. Thank God.
They're
he was
also,
able to make
like-
that trip with me.
They're they're explicitly torchbearers, which
Yeah.
isn't supposed to mean like they don't go into danger. Like they just carry shit for us.
I think if you make to leave without bringing Heather, she'll just follow you unless told otherwise.
I'm not gonna like force her not to. I'm gonna say, I'll say like, now you don't feel like you have to come with us. You've been through quite a lot already. We do.
She'll
this
just
one,
kinda
we can
like-
take care of it.
she'll just kind of shake her head and be like, no, what's the plan?
We're gonna kill
Now
them.
it's just smoke the bastards out.
We got to get in there. We got to take it down. We got to take down this whole system.
Well, we want to do it safely if we can.
Now that I've had a minute to collect myself, I want to bring down the power structures of these fairy, you know?
Fair enough.
Mhm. But you never go into a fight blind, Heather. You have to make sure you are properly prepared.
Oh, that's probably what I did wrong with the Mushroom Grove. But I was kind of just getting out.
Very understandable, not your fault.
We all started somewhere.
So, what's your names?
Major M. Tunneler, put her there.
Major M. Tunneler, it's nice to meet you.
Butter, Butterball, butter there.
Butterball, nice to meet you.
And I'm Sorrel, dear writer. I try to keep these two somewhat controlled, and I usually fail miserably.
Sorrel,
Would you
nice to
alright?
meet you. Do you have a last name, Sorrel?
Dear writer.
Dear writer. Oh, I thought that was an occupation.
No, I'm a leather worker by trade, although I haven't
Ah,
done that in quite a while.
I see. Well, now that I have all your names, it's nice
Son
to
of a
meet
bitch.
you.
We made it too easy.
We did.
Bastard's calling this like low fantasy. There's barely spells and ghosts in this world, and suddenly we got Fae to deal with.
The number of times that I said fairy, I don't know. You can only blame yourselves.
Yeah.
She'll just be like, what's the plan? Are we going in together? Are we splitting up?
And you're welcome to come with any of us. I think each of us has taken an entrance.
All right, I pick him, and she points at Butter.
Butter turns around to like see who she's pointing at, and then he realizes that it's him.
Like, oh, okay.
I saw what you did, helping me up. You just seem really strong. Is all.
Do you realize that I did not lift the mushroom?
Well, I didn't see that part.
Did you realize that I was not the first person you talked to?
She just like smiles a big smile. She says, "No, you're stuck with me."
Butter turns to Lavender Danger and goes,
I'm afraid you'll have to share me.
Lavender, despite how nervous she is typically, is not worried.
I hate this because Major M is definitely too impressed with his own plan to be suspicious of anybody right now.
Oh boy. All right. Well, I need to get a drink because my mouth is dry. I'll let you guys stew in that for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know what's happening. I don't think there's anything that's actually, like, overtly threatening to the mice yet.
No.
Did Brandon say that she's a fairy?
Well, he said now that I have all your names, so...
That is a very classic Fae in D&D.
Yeah.
Is the power of a name.
I can't remember if he actually said, may I have your names, or what are your names, because that does matter.
I can tell you that.
May I have?
My question is, would Major or would any of them remember? Would Sorrel remember what exactly the phrasing was?
No, Major was very
Probably
just
not.
like proud of himself and like sort of striding around, and he was happy to give his normal greeting to anybody who asked.
Maybe, can I do, like, some sort of check? Like, disadvantage will
Unfortunately, there's
check or
no
something?
like intelligence. We can just make a will save, I guess. Just
Okay,
feel
just
like
straight up.
presence of mind.
Yeah. Nope, 16 out of 12.
No clue.
Did notice.
Kevin the player does know that she said, "Now that I have your names." Afterwards.
Yeah, but it was whether she asked if she could have them. That's typically the catchphrasing is, may I have your names versus what is your name? Because there's an implied passing of ownership. I don't know. I kind of like not.
I don't know. The now
100%
that I
right.
have them implies that she has them.
Right. That's when I got scared. But
Mhm.
I'm gonna assume that Butter has never seen a fairy or a fae before in the sewer
Yeah.
and is not suspicious.
I don't think any.
Oh,
of,
Major Ram has no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I don't think any of us would have any reason to be suspicious. So I think we just
Yeah.
each take our positions, and we're ready to defend this.
Who is going to
Courthouse.
which entrance?
I think Major is going to be paddling the one across the water.
Okay.
Because it was
It's
his
that
idea,
one.
so he'll take the dangerous one.
There's an entrance through the Mushroom Grove. There's an entrance through the water, and there's an entrance up on top through sort of opening.
I will say, Major, Butter's whole thing is that he's good at navigating water. So it is the most
fair enough.
dangerous, but I feel like he'd probably be the one to be able to escape danger best.
All yours then.
Alright.
I can take the mushroom path since I was in there, so probably a little bit more familiar with how to get through it.
Then Major will take the high ground.
Okay. Are you trying to do it like simultaneously, like ambush style,
Yeah.
or are you just trying like when you get there?
I mean, as the plan works, it doesn't matter that we're all doing it directly at once because we're not announcing our presence. We're just slowly filling it with noxious gas, essentially. But I think generally we would both delay a little bit for Butter to get in position.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
Use our bird signals to communicate.
you're all able to kind of take careful stock of like the location, and Sorrel having navigated the mushrooms, it's pretty easy to get to the opening that Major saw. Butter, you've already been out on this water and you know what you're doing with a paddle and a push. So you're able to kind of get yourself into position without trouble. Major, this is your first time like actually getting on top of the log. And are you guys like helping each other heave the mushrooms into place, or are you doing it all kind of independently?
Well, that was my assumption, is that we work together to move all of them
Okay.
into position, and then
Yeah.
we split up.
Okay, so as the three of you, so this is like, we'll say this is the last one that you do. Three of you are kind of heaving this mushroom up the slope. This is the hardest one by far because it's, up the slope. You get yourself on top, and you kind of feel like this kind of squishy sagginess of this log. I mean, again, it's a hollow, rotting log, so you feel it squishing and sagging under your feet. You pull the mushroom up further and further, and you get to this like sort of outstretched limb that looks a lot more precarious than like the main body of this log. At the very end of it is an opening that you can see. It's kind of like when you slice a cylinder on an edge, you can see the hole, right? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Would you like to climb up there? Or would you like to wait for everybody to?
You're asking me?
I mean, the party, you're all there.
Is Heather with Butter on the raft?
So you guys are all currently helping Major lift his mushroom head up to the top. There's sort of an outstretched, precarious limb that it'd be tricky to sort of climb up all together with this heavy object. It's kind of narrow. Like if you were just climbing it by yourself, it'd be no problem. But like kind of working together as a team. And yes, Heather is with you. She has insisted on being present. In fact, suspiciously eager to be present.
Major's still just high on his own genius.
I think Butter is using his hook arm to like push it up the slope.
Okay. Is like anyone at like the top of it, kind of pulling it around, or like?
Yeah, Major has a spare axe that he found a while ago and forgot to sell, so he's gonna wedge that in and sort of use it as a handle to pull.
Yep. So you guys are like here-ish. You're trying to get up to here, right?
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
This is the opening here.
Yeah.
Sorry. Major, as you're kind of like getting up on top of this rotted limb, you kind of, even with just your weight, you feel it kind of sagging a little bit. This, I promise you, this was in the notes from the beginning. It's not my fault you chose something heavy to pull up here. I will be honest, I was disappointed when Butter said he's not going up to the rotting limb.
Okay. Major's gonna signal people to stop, and sort of like stamp on the limb a couple times to show that it's not the most stable thing. Sort of quietly demonstrating the issue.
Mhm.
I think everyone else is able to pick that up easily.
Okay. This changes things because I was under the assumption when you said top opening, it was like at the end of the log near the stump. It was just
No,
open.
it's I can like kind of
Yeah, I can see
it's
where
like
you
kind of
marked, but-
open like that, right? So it's
Mhm.
like yeah, and it's it's like maybe 12, 15 inches up above the surface of the water. So it's a big opening. There is this smaller opening right above where Sorrel is. You could see if you can fit through there if you'd like. Although that does kind of go against the divide and conquer strategy.
You could also just have
Yeah.
2 entrances.
No. Major is once we like back the mushroom off, Major is gonna climb up to that entrance on his own and just like see how big the hole actually is.
Okay. This is like, sorry, you're talking about the one on the limb?
Yeah, the one on the limb.
It's plenty big enough for you. I mean, it's like maybe 3 inches in diameter. So you're able to, especially with it kind of like, I can't orient my hand correctly. Like it kind of opens like this, right? And you're able to pick your way down onto it and then get inside.
Then I'm not going in. I just want to feel if there's airflow going in or out.
So, as you get to the end of this limb, let me get to that room real
Okay.
quick. You're not in any immediate danger. You Yeah, so you open up. It's kind of tube shaped. It goes down, and then there seems to be some sort of like. It doesn't really look like wood at the end of it, but it's dark, so it's hard to tell at the end of this tube. But it's closed off in some way. Um, you can maybe tell better if you got down there with a source of light, but it's definitely ends not so far away. Maybe like 6 inches down the.
Okay, so this doesn't go through.
There's no airflow or anything that way.
Means there's no air escaping
that-
though.
Yeah.
Correct.
No, I'm not gonna risk stuff by climbing. No. Major wants information. He's gonna climb there and down there and see what's blocking it.
Okay.
Major's too curious.
Are you lighting a torch? Are you? Do you have any other source of light? Or are you just like feeling your way down?
You said the mushrooms are
I actually don't have a torch on me, but I wouldn't have thought to bring one, so I'm just gonna climb down there and feel it out.
Did you hear what Ben said?
What was that?
Aren't the mushrooms bioluminescent? You could just like hack a chunk off and hold that as like a glowstone.
Yeah,
Glow
that
stick.
works.
It is in fact still glowing softly.
Okay. I mean, if Sorrel is calling out to Major for that reason, like Major wouldn't have any reason to convey back that it's dark. Is the main thing I'm thinking
Well, just
here, and he wouldn't.
we hauled these mushrooms for 25 minutes and they've been glowing the whole time. Like,
Okay. All right.
I think you would be able to connect that dot pretty easily.
Okay. I'll go back, get a chunk of mushroom, bring it up.
Okay.
And I'll just
Kind of
toss that
glows
in
softly in your
first.
hand. You throw it down. It kind of bounces down, and then it's sort of the light is really very soft. You can only see like maybe a quarter of an inch past the little honk of mushroom that you threw, but as it gets to the bottom, it rolls down and settles up against what seems to be kind of glistening, and even in the blue light, you can tell it's like an orange. Maybe it's hardened amber.
Sounds like a not right now problem. I think Major's just gonna leave it at that point, realizing it's not like any system, whether mechanical or magical, that's blocking this off. It's just natural blockage. I'll just leave it.
Okay.
And he'll join Sorrel at the mushroom door.
Okay. So then we've got two crews. We've got Butter and Heather on a raft together, and then we've got Sorrel and Major at the. Sorry, of course I remember the NPC's name, but not the PC's name. All of my mental energy went into remembering the NPC's name.
Yeah.
Well, the issue
Yeah,
I
you
think
guys
is that all of us have names that end in
It's the truth. It's like, and then Sorrel is just different enough that I always want to call him like, yeah. Yeah, so you guys are like kind of in position at the entrance. Is there anything else you want to do before you enact your plan?
I don't think so.
I got nothing.
Okay. Describe to me what happens in great detail.
Sorry, I just clicked back over to the watch together, and the fucking mushroom guy's face.
It's beautiful.
This is what the
Well,
mushrooms look
that's-
like as we're holding them hostage effectively.
Yeah, that makes this next step very sad because Major is gonna sort of set his weapons to the side and just start wailing on this thing.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
And yes.
Yeah. So you guys Butter, you and Heather, are you floating out like let me mark it on the here-ish, or are you like here?
Wherever there is air being pulled in without
Okay, I
being
mean-
like as visible as possible.
There's a breeze. It's not like, but so it's not like pushing air in strongly, but like
Yeah.
with some effort and some time, you're able to kind of like position yourself out in front of the mouth. The first thing you're going to see as you get out there, you can see clearly into this big cavity.
All right, so probably the second one where we're not directly visible in the in the opening.
So you would rather not be visible.
Probably not
in
if
that
the
case-
others are not super visible.
I will tell you nothing. Okay, so you begin banging on these mushrooms. You begin like visible, like it's hard to see through the cloud of spores that you're kicking up. Both of you are able to like kind of direct the air in, maybe with some encouragement, into the rooms that you're trying to pollute with mushroom spores. How long do you keep this up for?
I think at least 20 minutes just to be safe.
Okay.
Until the
mushroom
mushrooms
is like a withered husk.
Yeah, until the mushrooms
Yeah,
stop
as
producing
much as we can
spores.
squeeze out of this mushroom for sure.
Sorry, I gotta keep clicking.
With the way
You have to
this
go to the part in your
this
notes, which is
log
when
is
they start
like
eating up the mushrooms, do this.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, 20 minutes go by. You've raised a hell of a storm of mushroom spores. You've ensured that the mushrooms have gone into the entrances that you're trying to get into. What do you do next?
Well, well, Major, what's the next step of the plan?
I hadn't thought this
I mean,
far.
that's as much prep as we needed.
All right, job done. We just leave.
Everything in there's dead, anyways.
No, yeah, well, into the darkness.
Okay.
We're gonna start walking in.
Butter, you have been working hard on this mushroom to keep up with your friends. Heather has quit halfway through and is just kind of like sitting on the edge and kicking the water playfully. Just having a grand old time.
Sounds right.
Okay. You're kicking up the spores, and then like when the signal is given, what do?
I think Butter, like, I assume this whole time he's had the mask on.
Yeah.
As to not accidentally breathe these spores. He like directs the raft more into the opening to see what havoc they have caused.
Okay. So Butter is here. We'll do a nice yellow for Butter. And
Very
then
visible.
Major and Sorrel, you're gonna pick your way into here. I think since it takes a little bit of time to maneuver the raft, the people who are gonna get into their opening first are Major and Sorrel. You are going to enter like as your eyes adjust to kind of the new darkness. Um, you see what appears to be a camp. It's a little bit large to be a mousy camp, but given like the context, I don't know. You feel safe in assuming like maybe the frogs were camped out here. Um, However, there's no sign of any frogs here. A small frog camp is here, recently abandoned. The embers of the fire are still warm and gently wafting up smoke through a hole in the roof. Scratched into the floor is a sign saying, "Don't follow the lights."
To follow the lights.
Butter, you poke your way, knowing none of this.
Seeing lights and go, hey, let me follow
Maybe we
those.
should have done this the other way around.
This is what we call poetic irony. You poke your way out into the middle of the like out into the pond proper, into the middle of this giant opening, and the first thing that you see is under the water. It's murky, it's hard to tell, but there is definitely something glowing down there. Even through the cloudy waters of this bog, there's this like ghostly shimmering light. Major and Sorrow, what do you do?
So-
Major's immediately gonna start looking around for lights.
You see exactly one light, which is the dying embers of this fire.
We're like just north of the mushrooms. Can you mark like
You are,
vaguely
sorry, you're
inside
down
where we would be?
here.
Oh,
So
yeah,
there's
right
an
underneath.
opening here-ish, right? I will say, let me look at my map again. You can probably see more than just the camp. So the second thing you notice after this camp, you've taken in the surroundings. There's a lot of like collapsed rubble. It looks like it might once have been architecture, made of wood, but like in places you can see worn sculptures, worn columns that like probably once were pieces of architecture. If you look down towards the water where Butter is, you can see that there's what looks like a large flow of amber has closed off a large portion of the inside of this trunk. But there is an opening in kind of the bottom left corner of it. If you look up, you see that the wood of this tree has been leveled off, obviously by tools long ago. But when the tree fell, now it's on its side, so it forms a giant wall that you can't see past.
Oh.
But down away from you, so this is the wall here, you can see that it opens up again. This is all wall.
So but there's nothing blocking our path back towards the water where Butter would be.
Correct. Just this kind of large flow, but
That's where the ember is. Okay.
there is an opening down here. You'd have to pick your way over some rubble. Who knows what's in the rubble?
Yeah. Interesting. Major, it looks like this used to be a town or something. People used to live here, presumably when it was an upright tree.
Well, that's definitely egg on my face. I thought for sure there would be somebody in here.
Seems like there was relatively recently. And I mean,
Not recently enough, it would
there's
seem.
lots of space in here that
Do you
could be
think
somewhere
we
else.
check back in with Sorrel, or perhaps see what we have around this nice corner here?
Let's hook back up with Butter. If there's nobody here, they don't have to be quite as sneaky and go about as a group again. I vote we
Well,
head
he's going to be
towards that.
exploring anyway. We could do it in half the time.
Ooh, pretty lights.
Who am I kidding? I said I'd take your lead on this one.
Well, my vote is that we go back towards that amber flow and hook up with Butter, see what's over there. Go in as a united team.
Very well.
Cutting back to Butter, as you guys begin picking your way down. Butter, you're able to take stock of this room more than just this glowing light. It's dark in there, and again, it takes your eyes a moment to adjust. But you see at the back of this area is that amber flow that I mentioned. You're able to kind of pick that out, glistening in the darkness. The other thing that you notice is, yeah, you notice back here, there's another one of those, like, what looks like a platform. It'd be poking up from underneath the water, like this. And again, like with Major and Sorrel, you're able to kind of discern that this used to be architecture of some sort. The glowing light is right around here. It's large and it's deep in the water. And as you kind of pull in, Heather is going to like kind of lean in closer to the water and be like, "Ooh, what's that?"
I wouldn't know, but I'm also not particularly interested in finding out, as, like, he thinks that there are things in here that could attack them. He's not taking the time to go explore that right now. Does he notice any signs of life other than the, like, fire that they saw earlier?
You definitely, I mean, like if you're looking in the room, you don't see any signs of life. It looks like whatever's been in this log has been dead for a long time. Underneath the water, it's really, really hard to tell because it's murky. You can see shapes moving, and then sometimes it's like it waves back and, oh, okay, it's just a reed or it's just a leaf. And then sometimes it goes deeper into the water. So you really don't know what's underneath the water except for that there's something glowing that's being mostly occluded by this like misty, billowing bog.
Billowing bog.
That should have been the name of this location. Billowing bog.
I think, I want to say that, like, on one hand, Butter would be like, well, we got him. I think Butter, assuming that the others have also jumped in, is going to go up to this platform and, like, try to carefully get up there and see if he can see anything.
So when you say platform,
The platform you
this-
just drew,
this
yeah.
area? Yeah.
That looks like
Okay,
it was
so there's, like,
architecture.
there's an area. So what would have been the wall of this platform underneath supporting it is now the floor, right? And then like kind of here is just like little bits of stuff that's poking up. Looks like ornately carved, whatchamacallit,
You're the
columns.
architect.
I'm the architect. Columns. You see one larger piece that looks like it might have been some piece of a dome. Underneath of that dome, just barely poking up above the water, kind of sheltered like this, you see the head of a spear. That is the most fabulously, beautifully carved spear you've ever seen.
I think Butter uses his hook arm and, like, keeping the boat away so that it, in case someone is on the other end of it, he, like, lightly taps it.
It kind of like gives a little. How many times do you tap it?
I'd say until it, like, if it was just floating, it would drift somewhat.
Uh-huh.
So if it just moves, like,
It seems
That's-
wedged in something.
Okay.
Loosely wedged in something, but it's not loosely floating, right?
Seems very grabbable.
Heather, do you happen to have a weapon of some kind?
Weapon. Oh, yeah, I've got this sword here that I just found in there. She like pulls out a sword. It's like fabulous silver sword.
Odd.
Looks like it was once a needle.
Yeah. I think using the hook side of his hook arm now, he, like, tries to wedge the bow of the hook
around the bottom point of the spear to see if you can like pull on it a little bit.
In the bottom.
So
Okay,
like
so this is the
if
spear.
the
You're
spear
kinda
is like this, he's using the round part of the hook to loop into that just so that it catches it all to see if he could pull it up.
okay. So you're able to pull on it and like get a little bit of like good purchase on kind of like the pointy end of this spear. It's got like a, like the arrowhead kind of point,
Yeah.
so you can get a good hook on it and give a good tug. The first tug gets some serious resistance, and as you pull, you see pulled up along with it a small skeletal hand.
Uh
Do you keep pulling?
Butter, I think, like reacts by falling backwards on the thing, on the raft, and probably causes some serious ripples and just destability, instability is probably the word that
Okay.
I would go for. And hopefully Heather stays on the boat, but
Heather, yes, Heather kind of wobbles and then rights herself.
I think that scares Butter enough to be like, I don't think I'll be trying that again anytime in the immediate future.
No? Are you sure? It's a really pretty spear.
It's, how vain is is Butter, I guess. What kind of skeletal hand did it look like? Did it look more frog-like or did it look more mouse-like?
That's a really good question.
That I think
you
determines.
only got a glimpse of it, but it is neither frog nor mouse. You've seen really big skeletons like this, but you've never seen one that's
That's
it's got
small.
5 fingers,
Hmm.
each independently articulated.
Is
One
this?
of them is it looks like a human hand.
It looks like a human hand, but it's small.
It's small. Yeah.
Interesting. Heather, have you ever seen anything like that before?
Oh, yeah, that's a fairy hand.
What?
Yeah. But listen, this is really important that you need to know. Fairy, they can only be hurt by silver weapons. This one's mine, you can't have it, but that one looks like silver.
All right then. That is a skeleton, though. Is that what they typically look like?
Yes, yes. I, I'm, I haven't seen a fairy since I woke up, and I think they must.
You
have all
haven't been
died,
awake
and
for a
that's why
particularly long amount of time.
It's been at least a few days. Okay. I just look. The others, they.
What do you mean by
wanted-
the others?
There are others of us in here, and they.
There are mice in here.
They're just paranoid, and they didn't want to run away because they thought the fairy would punish them. But I knew that we had to get out, right? And I'm telling you, that spear is your best weapon against fairy creatures, and some of them are big and nasty. I saw one of them up near the trunk, and it was frightening, really very frightening. But if we're gonna save the others, I think we're gonna have to kill that thing, and I think you need that spear.
Would you recommend instead that we leave and not be just the two of us here? Again, you have a nice shiny sword, but my hook arm is relatively similar in color. Would this not work?
No. See, that looks like steel or maybe iron to me.
I don't know what these things are.
Well, it's like your friend has like a really nice sword. I saw its hilt. You know how that sword is probably magic, right? I can like almost feel the magic coming off of it.
It felt like something.
Well, think of silver like magic, but for like fairies specifically, and like other magical creatures, like ghosts. Probably, you probably kill a lot of ghosts.
Ghosts.
Yeah, actually, that fairy underwater might have a ghost wandering around. To be honest, there's lots of those.
Did you not just say that you didn't know what was under the water there?
I mean,
I mean, he's not the fastest on the on the draw, but
Look,
he does
I think
listen.
didn't she say like that's probably a fairy that they've been dead for a long time?
I thought she said that she wasn't sure what the light was when.
Oh, the light, yeah. The hand. Are you talking about the hand?
Oh, okay. I thought I got confused
Okay.
as to what
No, you're good.
she was referring to. Uh,
I'm glad you guys are looking for lies, though. Yes.
I wouldn't say that he's actively looking for lies. He's
Yeah.
just heard things that don't make sense together, and he is just confused by it all, as he often is.
Well, I think like it would be clear that she was talking about the skeleton. Like she's
Yes,
like, that's
yeah.
fairy. I've seen those before.
But she also said we at one point, and Butter did ask about we, like there are other mice.
Yeah, there's other survivors, but they've gone crazy. Like I said earlier. I just I don't know, maybe years of being under their spell has broken their minds or something. I think I'm fine though. Don't I seem fine?
I'm not crazy.
Would a crazy person push you off the raft?
Even if you tried, I do know how to swim. I would just get back on the raft. I guess if you insist. And very like gingerly and carefully and slowly, he tries to pull the spear back again.
Okay. I think, yeah, so you're able to get good purchase on it, and like eventually the skeleton hand kind of falls off, and eventually it like pops out of its hand, and you're able to kind of fish it back to yourself and grab it. At that moment, I think Sorrel and Major, you're able to pick your way over all of this wreckage into this hole in the wall, and you see Butter grabbing something silvery and shiny out of the water. And then the second thing you see is something glowing in the water.
I think Sorrel just immediately yells, Butter, stay away from the lights!
I wasn't doing much to get into the lights.
There's one behind you!
It's not,
Major Am's just gonna pick up a piece of debris and throw it at the light in the water.
Don't disturb the lights. It's like the one.
Get out of here!
Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna say, Butter, you grab this spear, and it feels fine. In fact, it feels pretty good. Like this spear is like perfectly weighted. You've got you're used to your kind of makeshift hook pole arm thing, right? And this thing it whistles in the air when you move it. Let me see if I can. Where did I write this down? You have a medium spear of intricate fey design.
Nice.
It is a D6 damage if you wield it in one paw, and D8 if you wield it in both paws.
It's medium though.
Yeah.
Hold on. D8. Silver spear.
Is it single? Yeah, like you it doesn't have to take up 2 spaces, it only takes up 1.
Yeah, because it's not a large item. It's like a, like a quarter spear. It's not like your hook arm is like a big unwieldy kind of, almost like halberd sized thing. This is more like you can use it with a shield in one hand kind of thing. There is, you think, some lingering magic to this, but it's an old magical weapon, perhaps centuries old, and it seems like whatever it is has been dormant for a long time, and you're going to have to find out how to reawaken it if you want.
well, you don't find things like this in the sewers.
No, I don't think so. Can I touch it?
Sure.
She reaches out, puts a finger on it, and is like, "Oh, that gave me chills." Oh.
You're quite strange.
Okay, at this moment, the debris. I mean, Major, you put a pretty good throw on it, so it was in the air for a long time. The debris that Major threw splashes into the water, and since it's probably made of wood, because everything around here is made of wood, it floats for a second, and then you see a pale, froggy hand reach up, grab it, and suck it underwater.
I think Butter immediately moves to land.
Oh, man. Oh boy, I have so many things to say after this session. Okay, Butter, you kind of pick your way over on your raft, and you get onto this like wooden shelf. The wood is kind of like soft and squishy under your feet, but it's very stable compared to this kind of like being on a boat. Um, yeah, Major and Sorrel, you're able to get a closer look at this like beautiful spear that Butter is now holding, remarkably untouched by time.
Oh, Butter, that's a great find. How's
I-
it feel?
It feels all right. Heather was the one who noticed it and really encouraged me to take a look at it, despite the fact that there was a skeletal hand on it. One that
Yeah, I
I
think it was a
did not
fairy.
recognize. That
Thank God the
word.
fairy- honestly.
That's odd. You didn't. I mean, I would assume I wouldn't recognize most skeletons personally.
Well, like I said, we were bewitched by fairies for. I mean, it had 5 fingers. She holds up her paw, right? She wiggles her 3 fingers in her little, like. I don't have
Are
five
you-
fingers.
Well, now hang on there for a moment, Heather. You informed us that a fairy was keeping your friends inside of this log.
Well, yeah, a long time ago. But like I said, the magic wore off. It must have died or something. Yeah,
How
like
long ago were we talking?
we were there. I lost track of time in there. But all I can remember is this like big glowing rock that would just like, oh man, it felt so good to look at that rock. But I haven't felt that for some time now, and I haven't seen a fairy in a while either. So I guess they might have died or something. I don't think I didn't escape the spell or anything.
Can I? Sorry, I just googled how
You
many
didn't
fingers
escape
do
the
mice
spell,
have.
you say?
I googled how many fingers do mice have because I was like, they definitely have 5 somewhere. They have 5 on their hind legs, 4 on their front legs. But
Nailed it.
AI is so dumb that it said mice have 4 fingers on their front paws and 5 toes on their hind paws. In total, they have 20 digits. That's
Good job, AI.
Yeah.
not how
Good job.
math works.
Hmm.
Correct.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That's the point of large language models. Can't do math. Even
Yeah,
though that's explicitly what computers were created for. AI is dumb.
AI is a complete waste of energy.
Well.
Yep.
But getting back into the conversation here, Heather,
What's an AI?
Heather, I need specifics. You said there were people in here, and now you're telling me
Yeah.
it was a long time ago.
There were
You
3
can't-
others.
But
there
you
were 3
can't have been
others.
in the mushrooms that long.
I,
Otherwise, you
I
would
don't
have
know.
starved.
I don't know how long I was in the mushrooms, but we were only awake for a couple days, and I eventually was like, look, these other people are crazy, and I got to get out. I got to save myself, and that's when the mushroom thing happened. But before that, it must have been centuries, because like you're listing a bunch of places I never heard of as if they're like cities. So I don't know what happened, but we gotta go. Whatever magic is still here, we gotta go deal with it.
But you said
Something
that
just
the magic
doesn't
probably
seem-
wasn't. If that's the fairy that, trapped you or whatever.
Oh no, there were lots
It-
of fairies, like dozens at least. There's a whole fairy city. I don't know where they all
there was
went.
one.
There was one right back there.
It's a very strange situation we find
I'm-
ourselves in.
I'm just saying.
I thought
we
there were
gotta-
going to be frogs.
The source is up there, and she like points up where the roots of the tree once were, and we would try to get closer to it, but there just weren't enough of us, and there's like bugs up there, and it's horrible. But you guys are strong, adventuring mice, and if anybody can deal with the magic and maybe help my friends, it's got to be you.
Very well. If you know the way to it, there's no one stopping us. go ahead and lead us there.
Okay. And she like starts walking up the path that you just came through. She's very light on her feet.
Are you two
Uh,
feeling as confused and unsettled as I am?
Even more so than usual.
But something just isn't adding up. How could only she get away from the fairy's spell?
How could we have
And she said she
20
didn't break
digits?
free of it? And if she ended up in those mushrooms, that couldn't have been but a day ago at most. She would have starved. Something just doesn't add up about her story.
I agree.
A civilization does not collapse overnight.
And if that camp we found is to be believed, it looks like there were frogs here. I don't know how frogs would have been here without running into whatever crazy mice she was talking about, or to her herself. Something. I don't think she's telling us the whole truth, if she's telling us any truth at all.
Well, lying or not, I think if we follow her, we're going to find out something very interesting about fairies.
It's true. I don't suggest that we let her guard down, though. I think
Not
it's...
for a moment.
I mean, I'll say what we're probably all thinking. I think it's as likely that she's a fairy as a mouse. And if she's the fairy that... I mean, we don't even know if there are 3 other mice. We could be the 3 mice she's talking about. But I don't like it. For that matter, Potter, you said she was rather insistent that you get to that spear, right?
She even has one that is of a similar kind. Similarly shiny.
She has a shiny spear?
Hers was a sword, but yeah.
Yes.
Considering how long this talk has been going, Major's going to start, like, sort of gradually leading them forward behind her to make sure that we're not, like, suspiciously falling far behind.
Sure.
You do, I mean, before you enter deeper into the log, you do see that it's now late day. Or late morning, I should say.
Potter, you're telling me that she has a silvered sword and didn't feel like telling us about that? Let alone that she somehow managed to keep a silver sword while being imprisoned by fairies for hundreds of years? That's not kosher.
I'm not particular. I'm just about as good at math as the typical artificial intelligence, much as I am, but I'm not sure how any of this adds up.
I think it's pointing towards one particular conclusion that I'm not particularly fond of. I agree with Major that we should probably follow this and see where it goes, but I'm preparing myself for her to turn on us. So, be ready.
She shouts back.
It.
She shouts back, and her voice kind of echoes, "Come on, slowpokes, oaks."
You overthink it, Sorrel. You talk like somebody who's never had fairy friends before.
I can't say that I have. Have you?
Onward and upward.
Whatever you say, friend.
At that, it is 9:45. How late do we want to go? This was already going to be a multi-session dungeon, so you're not going to finish it. Do we want to keep going? Do we want to call it here, make it like a 3-session dungeon?
I think this is a good place to stop. I mean,
This feels
we
like
haven't-
a decent gathering point.
yeah.
Okay.
Like I would
Okay.
go a little longer. I don't know if I want to go like a full story beat longer, if that makes sense.
I think looking at what's next, this is probably the best place to stop.
Okay. Let's do
Unless we're
that.
going to go like 10, 30, 11.
Guys, I think there might be combat.
I don't
Yeah,
know, maybe.
I do have work tomorrow, so
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I think-
not
Especially if we want to debrief
This is a good place to kind of split it into 3 dungeons. There won't be travel next time. You won't be dealing with Gwal
We
talking
probably
your
won't
ass
fight
off.
each other again.
Yeah. So, yeah, you might even finish the dungeon next time, but we will see. Depends how quickly it goes. That was fun though.
Yeah.
I've never run a fairy dungeon before.
I've never been, to be honest, when Ben and Kevin got nervous, I was like, what did I miss? Because I have not
I
experienced
feel like
fairies.
it's a very classic thing. You know, the Fae takes your name is a very classic trope. That every time I've seen it or heard about it, it's like, how would you walk into that? And then apparently that's
You
how.
walked into it.
Yeah.
Or we
Um,
didn't, which I kind of hope is that she's not a fairy. She's just a weird mouse. Which
I will tell you, I am
Unlikely, but-
100% certain what the answer was.
Okay.
And Tommy recorded this, so you can watch it back if you want. But
I don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like having the ambiguity.
Mhm.
The one like we've been calling each other by our names, which would be like not how it would work usually, but
if they work the same way they do in D&D,
who knows? We're mice. We only have 4
Is
fingers.
this even Major's real name?
This is how we learned that Major is wanted in like 4 different precincts and keeps
his
changing
real
his
name,
name.
he's actually Major M. Like,
This has
I have
been
to
fun.
pee real quick, so I will be
Well,
back.
honestly, the funny thing is, the plant that Majoram is supposed to be named after is marjoram. So be well, sweet prince. So are we screwed?
I don't
We
know.
might be.
It doesn't. I mean, the fact that the mice now have reason to be suspicious won't be caught quite as far off guard.
Yeah, I was trying not to be suspicious, but at the same time, it didn't make any sense for Butter to just be like, "Oh, I'll grab it."
No, I think it's a weird thing to suggest. I think Heather is getting more confusing, / Brandon is playing more obviously confusing. So
Yeah.
there's reason to be like, your story isn't adding up. And fairies have been discussed, so we're going to be suspicious.
I don't think Butter knows what a fairy is, other than now he knows that they have 5 fingers.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest. Well, I'll wait till Brandon gets back, because I think he would get a kick out of this. Kevin, did you have like one-on-one session stuff with Brandon over the week?
It was not a session as much as us just sort of like talking over what Major would have done in the situation and like what
Sure.
has the best story implications.
Yeah.
Actually, I was waiting for Brandon to get back to send a message there. Not sure if that means anything to you, Brandon, but
Duly
just to
noted.
consider.
Duly noted.
Yep.
Brandon, I'm going to be honest. I've heard fairy, like, you know, fairy was said a lot, but I was not at all thinking about fae, because
No,
fairy was
me
also
neither.
said with pond, and so all I was picturing was the Zelda Great Fairy that you see in like
Yeah.
specifically from a
The
Link to the
fairy
Past.
fountain. And like
Yeah.
like the really big fairy too, like bigger
Yeah.
than a human.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, so even like in Mausritter rulebook, they spell it Faerie, like
Right.
fairy.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's how you get got.
Yeah, you did good.
No, I fully thought it was gonna be like hummingbirds that they just called fairies or something.
That would have been good, actually.
That would be a much funnier twist if Heather just transforms into a hummingbird and has no other powers, but just like, psych, I wasn't actually a mouse.
Mhm.
I liked the accidental PvP too. I think that was a very fun moment.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I told Kevin before the session, okay, when the session starts, you're going to be underwater.
Do you know what happened to cause this?
I do. Kevin knows some. And yeah.
Kevin, what
Kevin
are you hiding
had a
from
little
us?
side adventure.
Very cool. I like the map too. It was cool that we
Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah. I'm a little disappointed that
Very
the
conclusively fleshed out as we went.
I'm a little disappointed that the actual sketch didn't work, but
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
well.
Like I saw the sketch and I saw what the fog was. The fog just didn't. It was
Well,
not the right size.
the reason I asked you to test it was it had broken on me when I got back. It was all broken, and it was like, uh-oh.
Huh.
So
Huh.
I don't know. I see someone went into the top secret DM copy.
I'd already seen it. I was just curious.
I didn't even notice it was there. But now you've alerted me to it.
Don't check it.
Mm-mm.
Don't do it.
Mm. But I wanna.
I need to make a reference thing for your new spear.
Yay!
Mhm.
I'm a witcher now. I have a steel sword and a silver sword. Jazz and I have been listening to the Witcher books. Which, because I've been like, we've watched the TV show and I've been playing the game a little bit. I'm like, there's so much background that I just don't know, and they refuse to tell you. I think in The Witcher 3, like 10 minutes in or something, you have a interview with someone who asks you about all these different characters and what you did in the last game. I'm like, I don't know who any of these people are.
Well, and it's like it's an ongoing story too, so it's like
Yeah.
it's not just like important lore. It's like literally this is the game.
Yep. I want to know how much it impacts what happens. Also, I always thought the bard's name was Dandelion, but it's apparently, in the books at least, it's pronounced Dandelion.
That whole series does that, where it's like they have a normal human name, but they spell it differently, or like they pronounce it differently. I don't know.